Welcome dear student. In previous lecture we completed question number 9 from problem set 3. Now we have to continue the 10th sum. There are 37 terms in an AP. The sum of 3 terms placed exactly at the middle is 225 and the sum of the last 3 terms is 429. Write the AP. Dear student, there are total 37 terms. It means 1, 2, 3, like this there are 37 terms. And the sum of 3 terms placed exactly at the middle. See here, the sum of the term placed exactly at the middle is 225. That means, see dear students, there are 37 terms, 4, 5, 6, 7, up to 37 terms are there. Exactly middle 3 terms. Now see here, it is 37. That means, if we have to find out exactly middle term, then it is 37 plus 1 divided by 2. It is 38 upon 2 is equal to 19th term. That means exactly middle term will be a 19. Then, see here, what we have to find out? We have to find what is given? The sum of exactly 3 middle terms. Exactly middle term is 19, then it is 20, and here it is 18. These are the exactly 3 middle terms. Any doubt? Now see here, it is total 37 terms are there, that is odd number. Therefore we add 1 divided by 2, we get here 19. Got it? That means here 18 terms are there, here 18 terms are there, and exactly middle. This 18, this 18, 18, 18, 36, and this is the 37. Got it? That means exactly middle term is 19. But the sum is given that 18, 19 and 20. That means first information is that T18 plus T19 and T20 is equal to 225. Now what is the second condition? Sum of the last 3 terms. Last 3 terms means T35 plus T36 plus T37 is equal to 429. Then what we have to find out? We have to find out the AP. Dear student, I think everyone understood the question. Understanding is most important. If you understand the question, then we can find out the ways. How can we solve this? Got it? Therefore, most important thing, we have to understand the question. Now see, there are 37 terms in an AP. Got it? There are 37 terms in an AP. Therefore, 37 plus 1 upon 2 is equal to 38 upon 2 is equal to 19 is exactly middle term. Therefore, from given condition, what is given condition? So this is exactly middle term. Therefore, T18 plus T19 plus T20 is equal to 225. Any doubt? See, there are 37 terms. We have to find out exactly middle term is 19. We have to find out 3 middle terms. Therefore, before 19 it is 18 and after 19 one term we have to use. Therefore, T18, that means A plus n minus 1 into D plus A plus n minus 1 into D. This is for T19 and A plus n minus 1 into d is equal to 225. Now a plus 18, that means 18 minus 1 into d plus a plus 19 minus 1 into d plus a plus 20 minus 1 into d is equal to 225. Now this a plus 17d plus a plus 18d plus a plus 19d is equal to 225. Now here a 3a. Now d is equal to 225. Now see here a 3a, 17d, 18d, 19d, it is 54d is equal to 225. Now we got here 3a plus 54d is equal to 225. This is equation number first from the first information. Now we have to find out the second condition. Now from second condition, what is that? The sum of last three terms. Yes, it is sum of last three terms. That means T35 plus T36 plus T37 is equal to 429, isn't it? Yes, it is 429. Now again T35 means a plus 34d. Can you understand this? It is, see here, 18 a plus n, when we got here a plus 17d. Same way we can write a plus 34d, 36, then a plus 35d, and for this it is a plus 36d. I think everyone understood this. I write it directly. Now see a, that is 3a plus this 34d, 35d and 36d, it is 105d is equal to 429. Now see here, we got here the second equation, 3a plus 105d is equal to 429. Now we have to solve this. For that purpose, what we have to do? Subtract first from second. Now 3a plus 105d is equal to 429. Then 3a plus 54d is equal to 225. We have to do the subtraction. Now for that purpose, minus this minus. Now see here, this 3a get cancelled. 105d minus 54d, it is 1, and here it is 5. 51d is equal to 204. Now see here, d is equal to 204 upon 51. Therefore d is equal to 4. Now see here, what we have to find out? A. We have to find out an AP. For that purpose, we must know the values of A and D. We find out D, now we have to find out A. Therefore place D is equal to 4 in equation first. What is equation first? It is 3a plus 54d is equal to 225. Therefore 3a plus 54 into 4 is equal to 225. 3a plus 216 is equal to 225. Now here 3a is equal to 225 minus 216, therefore 3a is equal to 9. Now a is equal to 9 upon 3, therefore a is equal to 3. Now we have to find out an AP. For that purpose, first term a is equal to 3, T2 is equal to T1 plus D, T1 that is 3 plus D is equal to 4 is equal to 7, T3 is equal to T2 plus D, it is 7 plus 4, it is 11, T4 is equal to T3 plus D, 11 plus 4, it is 15, therefore AP is 3, 7, 11, 15 and so on. Got it? This is our final answer. Now dear student, go through this sum. It is important for exam. If you have any doubt, then write me in comment box. Now we have to start with the next sum. Write down this sum in your notebook. Now dear students, we have to start with 11th sum. If first term of an AP is A, second term is B and the last term is C, then show that sum of all terms is A plus C into B plus C minus 2A upon 2 into B minus A. See dear student, first term of an AP is A, that is T1 is equal to A, second term T2 is equal to B, and the last term, that means Tn is equal to C. And what we have to show, the sum of all the term, that is Sn is equal to A plus C into B plus C minus 2A upon 2 into B minus A. See dear student, I read the question again. If the first term of an AP is A, T1 is A, second term is a B, and the last term, that is Tn, is equal to C, then show that the sum of all these numbers is A plus C into B plus C minus 2A upon 2 into B minus A. Now see here, T1 is equal to A, T2 is equal to B, and Tn is equal to C. Dear students, what is given? See, first term common difference is not given, Tn, that is C, last term is given, and we have to find out Sn. Dear student, Sn is equal to n upon 2 into first term plus last term. This formula we can use for finding out this Tn. Now see here, we know the Sn. We have to show that it is like this. For that purpose we must know the n. Same thing, first term it is given and Tn is given, but we don't know the n. Therefore first of all we have to find out this n. And for that purpose, what we have to do, first of all we have to find out Tn, that is position of this C. Position of this C we have to find out, and for that purpose we have to use Tn formula. And if we have to use Tn formula, we must know the values of A and D. We know the A, but we don't know the D. Therefore first of all we have to find out D, and therefore T2 minus T1 is equal to B minus A. This is the common difference. Therefore D is equal to B minus A. This we have to use. Now Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. Tn, that is C, is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D is equal to B minus A. Now dear student, this C, this A, we can take out this side, C minus A is equal to n minus 1 into B minus A. Now this we have to find out the value of this n. Therefore this B minus A we have to take on this side, C minus A upon B minus A is equal to n minus 1. Now this 1 minus 1 we have to take on this side because we have to find out n. Therefore C minus A upon B minus A plus 1 is equal to n. Now dear student, what we have to do? We have to see here, this C minus A upon B minus A plus 1 is equal to n. Therefore it is 1 upon n. Therefore we write here B minus A into C minus A, cross multiply, plus this B minus A is equal to n. Therefore C then plus B minus 2A upon B minus A is equal to n. Got it? This C, then this minus, this plus B minus A, this minus A, it is minus 2A upon B minus A is equal to n. Therefore we got here n is equal to, therefore n is equal to C plus B minus 2A upon B minus A. This is n. Now we have to find out the, use the formula for Sn. Now Sn is equal to n upon 2 into A plus Tn. Got it? A plus Tn. Now Sn, that is sum of all the numbers. Now n is what? It is C. It is C plus B minus 2A upon B minus A. This is the value of n. Got it? Upon 2 into A plus Tn. This Tn means what? It is C. Got it? Now dear student, we got the answer here. This B minus A comes on this side, therefore it is A plus C into C plus B minus 2A upon 2 into B minus A. Now this is the Sn. Now this we have to prove. What is to prove? See here, we have to prove A plus C is equal to B plus C minus 2A upon 2 into B minus A. This is the sum. Dear student, go through this sum again, write it 2 times, 3 times and try to understand how we solve this. It is important. Now we have to start with the next sum. Say dear student, question number 12th one. If the sum of first p term of an AP is equal to the sum of first q terms, then show that the sum of its first p plus q term is 0. See dear student, what is given? If the sum of the first p term of an AP, sum of first p term, that is SP, got it, and is equal to the sum of first q, that is SP is equal to SQ, then show that the sum of its first p plus q term is equal to 0. Yes student, see what we have to, what is given. See here, SP, sum of first p is equal to SQ, both are same. The sum of p term plus sum of q term, both are same, and from that we have to find out the sum of p plus q term is equal to 0. That means, see dear student, we have to show that Sn all of you, Sn is equal to n upon 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Now dear student, if we have to find out S p plus q term is equal to we have to show that it is 0. That means S into p plus q is equal to p plus q upon 2 into 2a plus n means p plus q term minus 1 into d. Got it? Now dear students, see here. This S into p plus q, that is p plus q upon 2 into 2a plus p plus q minus 1 into d. If we solve this, then that value should be a 0. That means 2a plus p upon q minus 1 into d. Now dear student, we have to solve this further. Before that, what is given? The sum of p term is equal to sum of q term, that is sp is equal to sq. Therefore dear student, first of all we can find out sp. Now for that purpose it is given and statement number first. Now see here, Sn is equal to n upon 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. All of you know this. Now Sp is equal to p upon 2 into 2a plus n means p minus 1 into d. Got it this? This is Sp, p upon 2 into 2a plus p minus 1 into d. This is second. Similarly, Sq is equal to q upon 2 into 2a plus q minus 1 into d. This is third. Got it? Now from first, second and third. Now we have to solve this. Sp is equal to Sq. Now Sp is p upon 2 into 2a plus p minus 1 into d is equal to p upon 2 into 2a plus q minus 1 into d. Now see here, instead of p, here it is q. Now we have to solve this. Now see, these two and these two, if we these two take on this side, it get multiply, therefore it is cancel, therefore p into 2a plus p minus 1 into d is equal to q into 2a plus q minus 1 into d. Now dear student, multiply this p with this bracket, therefore 2pa plus p into p minus 1 into d is equal to 2qa plus q into q minus 1 into d. Now see here, therefore 2pa plus multiply with this p into p, it is p square and it is d, multiply with this d, then p minus 1, that is minus p into d. See, p into, suppose if we write there 2pa plus p into pd minus d, if we do the multiplication of this, it is like this, then here 2qa plus q into qd minus d. Now see here, 2pa as it is, p into p, it is p square into d minus pd. Same thing, here it is minus 2qa plus q square into d and minus qd. Got it? Now see here, 2pa plus p square d minus pd minus 2qa minus q square d plus qd is equal to 0. All this term I take on one side. Then we got here 2pa minus 2qa plus p square d minus q square d and minus pd plus qd is equal to 0. We take the similar term together. Got it? Now from this we can take out as a common. Now what is common? 2a, therefore it is p minus q, plus here we can take out d as a common. D as a common, therefore it is p square minus d, p square minus q square. Now see here, minus, we can take out d as a common, then it is p minus q is equal to 0. Now see here, we can write here 2, see in this and in this and this term there is a common factor. Now p minus q is a common factor, therefore we write here p minus q. In bracket we write here, from this p minus q it is 2a. Got it? Plus, now dear student, this d is there. Got it? D is there, and here p square minus q square. Now p square minus q square means what? P plus q and p minus q. Therefore we can take out p minus q as a common, therefore it is p plus q and here it is d, and here minus this p minus q is common, therefore it is d. Now see here, I explain you this again, or see here, I can write here 2a into p minus q plus d into p plus q and p minus q. Here it is minus d and here it is p minus q is equal to 0. Now dear students, see here, we can write 2a, we take out p minus q as a common, therefore in bracket it is 2a plus, here this p minus q is common, therefore we write here d into p plus q minus here this d into p minus q is equal to 0. Now see here, what we get here, p minus q into 2a. Now this 2a plus, from this we can take out d as a common, therefore plus d into p plus q minus 1 is equal to 0. Now see here, all of you got this, 2a plus d into p plus q minus 1 is equal to 0. 2a plus d into p plus q minus 1 equal to 0. Here this p minus q take on this side, we have to give reason here, p minus q is not equal to 0, and therefore we got here 2a plus d into p plus q minus 1 equal to 0. Now dear student, Sn is equal to n upon 2 into first term, we have to use the formula. Which formula we have to use? Sn is equal to 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Now S p plus q, we have to show that the sum of p plus q term is 0, therefore is equal to P plus Q upon 2 into 2A plus N means P plus Q minus 1 into D. Now dear student, P plus Q upon 2 into 2A plus P plus Q minus 1 into D is equal to 0. Therefore it is 0. Therefore S P plus Q is equal to 0. Here we can write the fourth one, and here we can write from fourth. Yes student, do the practice of this and solve this in your notebook. Now we have to start with the next. Dear student, just now we completed the 12th one. The question number 13 is same as that of the 12th one. Therefore try to solve that the question number 13. It is for homework. Now we have to start with the 14th one, that is last one, which is given as a activity based question. See, rupees 1000 is invested at 10% simple interest. Check at the end of every year if the total interest amount is an AP. If this is an AP, then find the interest amount after 20 years. For this, complete the following activity. Dear student, 1000 rupees is invested at 10% simple interest. All of you know that simple interest and compound interest. Check at the end of every year if the total interest amount is an AP. That means first year he got some interest, second year he got some interest. Like this every year he got some interest, and that amount of interest of every year is an AP. Then find the interest amount after 20 years. That means we have to find out as 20. That means first of all we have to find out if here we have to find out the first of all we have to find out the AP. AP is the interest get at every every year, at the end of every year. Then find the interest amount after 20 years. Here total interest we did not have to find out. We have to find out the interest after 20 years. That means we have to find out T20. Now see here what is given. It is simple interest. Therefore all of you know that the formula for the simple interest, it is P into R into N upon 100. Now simple interest after 1 year. Principal amount is 1000 rupees invested into rate of interest is 10 and number of year is a 1 divided by 100. If we simplify this, we get here that amount that we have to write. See, this 0, 0 and this 0, here it is 100. For first year it is 100. Simple interest for the second year. Same, principal amount is 1000 into rate of interest is 10 into 2 years. Therefore it is 2 upon 100. Here it is 200, dear students. Now simple interest after 3 years. After 3 years, therefore here principal amount will be the same. It is 1000. Then it is rate of interest is a 10 and it is for 3 years. Therefore it is 3. If we simplify this, we get here 300. Now according to the simple interest for 4, 5, 6 years. That means 4th year, 5th year. For 4 year it is 400. It is 500 for the 5th year and 600 for the 6th year respectively. Now this is an AP, that is 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 and 600. It is an AP. Here from this we have to find out the D. D means T2 minus T1. 200 minus 100, it is 100. Very simple. First A term, that is the first term, A is equal to 100. Now we have to find out amount of simple interest after 20 years. Tn formula, Therefore Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Now dear student, T20, here a means 100 plus 20 minus 1 into n, that is 20 minus 1 into d is equal to 100. Now dear student, therefore T20 is equal to this 100, we have to solve this. See here, it is 100 plus 20 minus 1, that is 19 into 100. Therefore 100 plus 1900, therefore it is 2000. Therefore we write here 2000. Therefore amount of simple interest after 20 years is 2000 rupees. Dear student, this is very simple. It is important one. Now I think everyone understood. I completed this chapter number 3, arithmetic progression. All the sum I have completed here. You have to write the solved example which is given in a textbook. Write that solved example, read that solved example and try to understand that solved example and write down in your notebook. Do the practice. In next video we will continue with the next chapter. Thank you.